What's going on, everybody? One Nut Gaming here, and today we're going to be playing Onward. Actually, today I wanted to, have a beginner's guide to Onward, because I know a lot of people just got Onward due to the holidays and everything, and I wanted to show them some tips and tricks or what have you about, best way to play the game and how to play the game. I'm not going to say I'm an expert by any means, but I have played it long enough to know, enough to get me through it, and this will probably help some people. Alright, so you can see here you got your helmets, you got the Marsoc, and you got the Volk. Alright, so I'm going to show you the best beginner loadouts for each class here. So let's go ahead and start off with the Marsoc. So with the Marsoc, I don't recommend going with any other class right now. So you want to get familiar with the game first. So I'm going to go the Rifleman, and I'm going to have the M16A4 with a holographic sight and a foregrip. M9 doesn't really matter about your pistol. You're not going to have enough time to grab it. Don't even worry about it. Either have a frag grenade or a smoke grenade of any color. Doesn't matter. Always make sure you got your body armor. Now, whenever you create a class in any different, specialist or whatever, you got loadout 1 and loadout 2. I don't have one because I'm kind of dumb, but best thing you can do is make the same loadout you just had and put night vision on this one. Now you might have to give away something on this because it goes by a point system. If you see here, you see you got 9 points to work with here, and then foregrip costs 2, holographic sight costs 2. So you'll have to either give away something. I usually, if it's a nighttime map, I give away my body armor for the night vision. But that's totally up to you. If you like iron sights, that works for you, that's cool. But if you got 2 loadouts here, you won't have to change it, and that goes for each specialist that you have. So, if you got rifleman, specialist, support, marksman, they each all have 2 classes. But let's go ahead and jump over to the Volk side, and let me show you what I recommend for the Volk side. Alrighty, for the Volk side, I recommend the AK-12 with the holographic sight, foregrip, just like the Marsoc. You don't even have to worry about it. Now with the Volk, you can have a little bit more with your explosives here. As you can see, I got 2 flash grenades. You can either make that 1 frag grenade, or you can make that 2 smoke grenades. If you're on the Volk side, I recommend doing 2 flash grenades, just because Marsoc pulls up on the uplink. You can toss those fuckers and then, blind the hell out of them, run in, kill them, doesn't matter. But same thing as, with the 2 loadout thing right here. Okay, so that's the recommended loadout, I suggest whenever you first start playing. So let's go ahead and go into some basics on covering and firing. Okay, here we are on quarantine in the daytime, and I'm going to show you some covering and firing maneuvers here. So the best thing you can do is, if you're covering and firing, don't think of it as any other VR shooter. Do not peek yourself out with your thumbstick. Do not do that. Do not do that. Trust me, you will die a lot. The best thing you could do is use your actual body. Make sure you're pretty, a good distance. I know there's a line of sight right there that someone could see me, but guess what? If I drop down to my knees, no one can see me. Unless they're over there on AC, then they can't see me. And I could see everybody over in AC. So use your actual body, and you could peek out, peek down, and peek out, and you can just, you can open fire on them, and you can get behind cover really quickly, versus if you were out here and then you got to move back out here and move back, you're just going to get fucking annihilated doing that. So, best thing you do is use your full body. Use your full body whenever you're, peeking out from cover. That will save your life. Oh, shit! God damn! Alrighty, so we covered the covering and firing type thing there. Stay behind cover, use your whole body. Do not use your thumbsticks to peek out and try to shoot somebody, because that will get you killed. Now let's cover communication. So whenever you want to communicate with somebody, if you're close to them, you could just speak to them, and they will hear you. They'll hear you, because it's got that proximity chat or whatever. Now, if they're far away from you and you want to communicate to the whole team, you have a walkie-talkie on your shoulder. If you hit your top trigger, fuck, if I can grab it. Fuck you. Okay, if you grab it, you hear that little sound, you can communicate with your whole team. Whenever you do that, if you see somebody, or if you're reloading, or, you're doing anything, you're moving fucking left, you're moving fucking right, you tell them. You'd be like, hey, I'm going this way, I'm going that way. Hey, there's an enemy on the right. Hey, enemies are pushing left. Hey, they're coming down the middle. Hey, they threw a fucking flash grenade, whatever. It doesn't fucking matter. Communicate with your team. Being a silent team member will not help you. It will not help the team, it will not help you, and you will ultimately maybe lose, just depending on the rest of your team. Alrighty, another thing I wanted to talk about here is LMG'S. Now, with LMG'S, they're kind of confusing to reload at first. I know for me, whenever I first started playing, I was like, how the fuck do you reload this thing? Because I was trying to take the bullets, put it up here, didn't do anything. So I'm going to show y'all how to reload an LMG. So, you first spawn in, grab your LMG, you press your top trigger on your Oculus Quest, or whatever you're using, grab the back. Make sure it's the back of the gun, right here. Pull that up. Then you go over to the side of this mag, grab the bullets till you see they're wiggling or whatever. Put them in there till they lock into place. Put this thing down, and then you rack it, and then there you go. Now, with the Volk side, it's a little bit different, and I'll go ahead and show you all that. Alrighty, here we are on the Volk side, and we got the LMG on the Volk side here. As you can see, it's a little bit different. We got the bullets on the right side rather than the left side. So, what you want to do is you want to grab the front of the gun with your left hand, depending on which, if you're left hand or whatever, it just depends on what's more comfortable for you. Open it up, grab the bullets, close it, rack it, same shit as before. Okay, so another thing that you want to look out for if you're playing Assault or Uplink, you have a tablet on your back. Now normally, if you're on Assault or Uplink, you'll see a little thing that will say code, and you'll see a little thing that says enter Uplink or whatever, doesn't matter. But the thing is, you have to remember the code. You'll click on the code, you read it off, remember that fucking code, and then you go and enter that uplink code, and it'll establish a connection or whatever, and you'll win if you're on Marksock's side. And if you're on the Volk side, you have to disable it if they enable it, right? So you have to go do the same fucking thing. Now normally people would think the code would get switched up or whatever, but no. If you're on Marsock or if you're on Volk, the code's going to be the same either way. So always remember that. So if you enter the code once, and then they enable it again, or disable it, enable it, whatever, as long as it's in a single round, that code's going to stay the same. So if you can remember that fucking code, you can win on either side. It's all fair game there. But also another recommendation I do have, if you are new to the game, If you do happen to get up to the uplink, get on your walkie-talkies like that, and you want to call out to your team, hey, if anybody is in somewhere safe, read me the code so I can put it in. It takes less stress off of you, and you can probably enter the code a lot easier that way. You'll eventually get used to just entering the code, remembering it, entering it, whatever, and you'll win. But for now, if you're really new to the game and you're having a hard time with that, just have your team call off the code to you. They want to win, you want to win, so they'll do it. Don't even worry about it. Alright, another thing. Remember your team collars. Right now I'm on the Volk side. Look at your gloves. My gloves are black. And on this side, you can see my gloves are like a brownish tan. This means I'm on the Marsoc side. So, if you're on the Marsoc side and you see your teammates in camo, do not shoot them. If you're on the Volk side and you see your teammates in black, do not shoot them, because you will get team killed, negative points on your scoreboard, and people will kick you for that. Do not kill your teammates. Just try to watch out for that. If you do accidentally kill your teammate, and it's an absolute accident, just, apologize and move on. Apologize and move on. Now, if they want to be salty about it, then there's nothing really you can do about that. But, it's going to happen. Especially if you're a new player, it's going to happen. I've been playing this game for a while, and I will fucking kill a teammate every once in a while. It's just an accident. You see someone move, you shoot them, and then you realize, oh fuck, that was my teammate. All you can do is apologize to them and hope they forgive you. Another thing I want to mention, since we're here, is with the different classes, you do have different things. Now, the only classes I've saw that have different things is like the marksman or the specialist. One of them has a drone on each side, which is kind of hard to control. Nobody really uses it. But if you really want to use a drone, you can. You have an air drone that you can fly up in the sky with the tablet. Like if you pull the tablet out, have a drone on the back of it, you can deploy it, and you can fly it over and spot people and tell, people where they're at, blah, 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 or whatever. And then you have a ground drone on the Volk side. And then, you can drive it over, tell your teammates where people's at, whatever. Now, it's kind of hard because, as you can see here, we've got coordinates on our watch. They really don't fucking work. So, this is like coordinates based on your location, not theirs. So, if you try to read off your location, they're not going to know what you're talking about. So, the best thing you do is just use call-outs. So if you see a certain building that's near something, be like, the building near this, and that, there's someone over there, they'll know what it is. I wouldn't even use the drones. Don't waste your points on it. So, yeah. Alrighty. So if y'all did enjoy the video, y'all go ahead and make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. I hope it did help you. If it did, leave a comment down below, telling me what did it help you with. Because I know this game could be kind of confusing. I just want to help y'all out because I know whenever I first started playing it, it was really confusing to me. But yeah, just leave a comment down below. But until next time, I will see y'all later.